I guess everyone needs it. As we evolve as society and we think about mental health and we think about therapy in new ways, just thinking about that idea of, right, how can we make therapy available for people, inclusive for people, as many people as possible, and all sort of different ways of thinking and perspectives on what therapy is and should be and can be, and what they really need to be themselves. You mentioned your dad and this kind of struggle, I suppose, to get him to understand, right, the value of therapy, because it's been so valuable for you. It's something that often I see in my friends, and who don't believe in therapy or don't believe in their own need for therapy. I have a friend who thinks therapy is great, but he doesn't think he needs it, and I guess everyone needs it. Like, how do I don't want, like you said, you can't really convince someone to go to therapy, right? You can't be like, you have to go to therapy, and you're like, okay, it doesn't work. But how do you teach someone or explain or convey, right, your own experience to make them think about therapy differently, or help them think about therapy differently, and think about the world differently, and think about, okay, maybe it's something I should try, maybe it's something I should just see, right? It just takes, once you try it, and then if you don't like it, don't do it, but odds are you're going to like it, because most people do it because it's helpful, because it works. And I think that's sort of the struggle, right, of trying to be a good friend and be a good daughter, and take care of the people that you care about and help them, and share what you've learned is important and helpful and effective. But also, you can't make them do things, right? They have to want to do them themselves. I think that's such a interesting struggle that we kind of all go through in life, frankly.
There's a beautiful balance that like you're sharing, right? So then I remember very much the debate on I believe it was this year or the last year, where one of my students, she was very passionate. It's kind of like, I really think that therapy is for everyone, and everyone should have it, and everyone should take it, everyone
Yeah.
should benefit from.
Yeah.
And I completely agree with that. But at the same time, I've seen it with my parents. I just came to terms with these radical acceptance, right?
Yeah.
I just and it's part of DBT, dialectic behavioral therapy. I just through radical acceptance, I just accept that they might never go to therapy, and the more, and it's very valid in their perspective, because I need to respect that. I need to respect that they are not ready, and they might never be ready to therapy.
Right.
But at the same time, I really try to share, like, what have I learned in therapy. So in
Okay.
my mind, it's kind of like, we cannot force people to go to therapy, but we can start spreading the word of, like, this is what I learned.